In solo leveling, after explaining to Jinwoo how the rebellion started, Ashbourne then pointed to his distant past self, remarking that he was the sole emissary of God who stood up against the rebellion of the other emissaries. But his pitiful number of soldiers powerlessly fell before the united armies of the emissaries. And as he himself fell, he thought that it was the end. But when he reopened his eyes within the darkness, he realized that the absolute being had hidden a certain power inside him. At that moment, shadow began to emerge inside his helm, slowly filling him with immeasurable power. And as he slowly became shadowified, he muttered his famous phrase, "Arise." Suddenly, his previously tattered wings withered as they slowly turned into shadow, and the spear that struck him had been healed. With his newfound strength, Ashbourne forcefully spread his wings as he fully resurrected his fallen armies. He then led his new army to the battlefront. However, as he returned and opened the Absolute Being's chamber, everything was already over. The Absolute Being sat on his throne, pierced by the other fragments of Brilliant Light's spears, lying there with his lifeless body. The remaining fragments of Brilliant Light, who had killed the Absolute Being, called themselves the New Gods, thus assumed the position of the rulers, and used various tools containing the power of the Absolute Being to hunt down the sovereigns. As a result, the King of Giants, Legia, was captured by the rulers, and the power balance between the two sides collapsed. Then, the monarchs realized the severity of the situation. The Shadow Monarch used this moment to reach out to the other monarchs, since they had no choice but to combine forces with him in order to combat their common enemy, the rulers. From then on, he continued the long-lasting battle as neither a fragment of Brilliant Light nor an emissary of God, but as the Shadow Monarch. Time was on his side, as well as the corpses and the souls that remained on the battlefield. And when he combined forces with the army of destruction, led by the King of Berserk Dragons, the other monarchs, as well as the rulers, came to fear him, which eventually led to two of the monarchs who feared him, aiming for his back after combining forces. And due to that, his shadow army was nearly annihilated. The consequences of a strength that was too powerful had brought him betrayal, while the King of Beasts, the Beast Monarch, ran away after abandoning his soldiers, leaving the King of the Demons, the Monarch of White Flames, Baran, to pay the ultimate price.